In this video we're going to look at the function ImportRange, which is unique to Google Sheets. The ImportRange function allows us to pull data from one Google Sheet file to another Google Sheet file. The method of using the function depends on whether you're using the old version of Google Sheets or the new version of Google Sheets, and I'll go through that in a second. The function requires two parameters. It requires a key and it also requires a range. The range just determines which cells you're going to import the data from. The key determines which Google Sheet you're going to pull the data from. The key is determined slightly differently depending on whether you're on the old version of the spreadsheets, Google Sheets, or the new version of Google Sheets. If you're on the old version, the key is contained between the two equal signs in the address field. So looking at this address field, which is an old Google Sheet, it's this part here between the two equal signs. If you're on the new version of Google Sheets, the key is contained between the last / and the second last /, as I've highlighted here. At the time of making this video, the ImportRange function does not work on the new version of Google Sheets, but you can pull data from the new version of Google Sheets into the old version of Google Sheets using the ImportRange, but not the other way around. No doubt that will change in the near future. Okay, let's have a look at a couple of examples to see the ImportRange at work. In this first example, I want to pull the data held on this spreadsheet, which holds IMDb ranked films from 1 to. So I've isolated the key from the file I'm importing. I have it highlighted here. And then I've highlighted the range, which is IMDb B6 C256. And that range is this range here. So it's from cell B6 to cell C256. The IMDb is the name of the sheet, the worksheet itself. The exclamation mark is just the syntax used to differentiate between the name of the sheet and the cell references. Just as a tip or word of advice, where you can, it's easier to work with sheet names where there are one name only. So if necessary, use an underscore or just run the words or letters into one another so there are no gaps in the name. It's just easier to work. So back to the spreadsheet that I want to import, and let's put in our function name equals import range. Select the key and select the range, cell range. Close bracket, press return, and hopefully the data will load. And there we have it. Names of the films and their ranking. Let's have a look at a second example. So we have the key again. It's from the same worksheet this time. GDP underscore per capita is the sheet. The key is exactly the same, so I don't need to change that. But the range reference is different. It's GDP underscore per capita exclamation mark A6 to D224. So equals import range, highlight the key, comma, highlight the cell reference, close bracket, press return. And there we have the data pulled through. Thank you for watching.